Yay.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm not, but let's do this.
Okay.
Yee.
Good morning.
VSC. VSC.
Welcome to the most dangerous show of the week.
The VSC, the Virtual Shopping Channel edition of the Sun Dragon Sideshow. Hi. You have nothing to say, Liz?
Morning.
I feel better today, but not great. Less achy, but now I'm thinking I'm just crampy. Yay. It's not one thing, it's another. Hi, I'm Rebecca. Should move on. Owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber in kind of chilly and overcast, and it's that time of year, Brevard, North Carolina.
Liz, I'm the minion there.
Yes. And today's the day that we sell you stuff, or we tell you what's on sale. And I'm going to model the yarn that we have on sale this week. Ta-da!
It's fun.
It is very fun, actually. And this version, let's see, mine might be a little, you can kind of do a double with this. I think it's more stylish to wear it straight down. So what is this thing we're talking about, you might ask?
Bamboo Bloom.
Bamboo Bloom. It is so fun, from Universal Yarns. Go back to a quick one skein cowl project for Christmas. It's a free pattern. This thing is called the Interrupted Cowl, and I am happy to include it with yarn purchase if you're buying from us. So again, the things we talk about today are things that will be on sale once they're in the product of the week category in the online shop. Double check that. With the code product of the week with spaces, you can save 15% until we film again next week. So this is Bamboo Bloom, and I'm gonna see that fun. Look at that fun texture.
It's so cool.
Thin, thick texture. You got stats for us?
I have stats for us.
Okay.
Bamboo Bloom. We have hand paints and we have a couple of not hand paints. I want to say they're all
the same price. I
the
think.
same price.
Yep.
Yep. We are retailing them for $12.95. 15% off this week. They are 154 yards per 100 grams. They're considering it a bulky.
They base it on the chunkier parts of it.
Yeah. They recommend a US 9. Your cowl is done on a
I want to say it's done on a 10.
10. I've played with it
Bigger's
up
better.
to a 11 or 13. Anyway,
Mhm.
yeah. Crochet, they're recommending a K, which is a 6.5 millimeter hook. It is 48% rayon from bamboo, 44% wool, and 9% acrylic.
Yes. So here's the deal with this yarn. There are parts of it that are thinner, and that is the bamboo, and that will be like, boop, look at that on my thumb. And it's a little shiny and fun. And then there are parts that are thicker, like this, and that's the wool. And then there's a little nylon like interspersing to kind of
Keep it all held together.
hopefully, right? If you were listening when she was reading the stats, so the 9 needle is a 5.5 millimeter, and this is done on a 6 millimeter. And then the crochet, they were recommending a 6.5 millimeter. It's like a needle is a 10.5. And here's the deal with it, like the fluffy parts of it, you really want to go when you're dealing with a thin, thick yarn, or you're dealing with a scrappy shawl. You want to go with the tool that will be best for the thickest parts of it, and just use that the whole way through can be the best way to go. Liz is the expert on that. So yes, she said yes. She confirmed. Yay.
It is almost a thin, super bulky at its thickest points.
Mhm.
I would want it to fluff. Yes, the thin parts are going to look loose, but
especially when you crochet.
If you
need to give it space, or else it's going to be really tight and it's not going to feel nice.
Yeah.
Or
so
it's
just, I mean, I used it as the base for my scrappy zigzag shawl.
Nice. That's right.
Like the colors.
And this, the fun part about this, so texture, is play with the texture. This interrupted cowl that we've had people make all their Christmas presents just out of different colors, it's beautiful, is the whole set of instructions. Once you cast on enough for your circle, You knit when what is coming up on the left-hand needle. When it's thin, you knit it. When it's thick, you purl it. That's it. Easy peasy. You don't even have to count. You're just paying attention to when it's thin and thick. And it gives you this bumpy texture, this fun texture.
The pearls push the fluffy stuff to the outside.
Mm-hmm. And even the backside, which will look all like pearls, even though there's knits and pearls interspersed, you'll still have the texture of the fluffy stuff. Okay. So I think it's wonderful. This is a very old sample that we have made. The new versions, I don't know if you got every single, it's that one right there. Yep. Every time since it's hand painted, every time it comes in, it might look a little different. What Liz is holding is what I have here. That looks like it's got a lot more of the light gray in it. This batch does, and every skein is going to be a little bit different. I want to say this is Sanchu.
Sanchu.
Oh, good. I guessed right. They're all these fun kind of Japanese names, and I don't know if there's a story behind why. It is not a Japanese company, but they have a lot of fun Japanese names for the different colors. So Sanchu, what number is that?
What number is Sanchu? Sanchu is number 328.
And so it's got some corals and some peaches and grays and a little bit of green and light and dark gray.
Taupes.
It's just fun. The colors we have, and it's while supplies last, we may order more, but it might not come in time for the sale. We've got, let's start with the ones that are kind of more tonal. And so this might just say Bamboo Bloom and not hand paint, but it's all in the same category online. I think I set it up that way. This one's Racy Reds, and it's got reds and pinks and a little bit of purple in it. Just a little
and we
bit.
like the Racy Reds, the more solid tonal ones that we got, but they're phasing them out.
They are. So again, we don't know if we can get them back in, but again, one skein, like I said, if essentially the instructions for this was so many stitches on the needle, knitting around until you have enough to bind, like play yarn chicken with binding off and bind it off. And so if you want it longer, so it can definitely loop around, you might have to cast on more stitches, but then it will be thinner. If it's a one skein project, you can always get 2 skeins if you want to make it thicker or longer or what have you. Just what we have in stock is what we have in stock. So plan accordingly.
Racy Reds. This is color 204 Spicy Mustard, and it's all that goldeny mustard.
And I want to
color.
say that we just brought that in recently, and I don't know if we can get it back again now that we finally brought it in. So, but that's a really, if you let that goldeny color, if you really love that gold color, that would go wonderfully with the top I'm wearing today. So
we have color 201, which is rice, and it's like this pale pink and then
kind of
a natural cream. Yeah.
And I would call that one of our more tonals. I want to say that might be all the tonals we
should have.
Is this one considered a tonal? Maybe. No, this is one of the hand paints. It's Fuji.
This is one of the tonal.
Okay.
Arctic Blues, color 214, and it's all the shades of blue with some white. Like there's dark and light and medium
in there too. Like that's really pretty. I want to say there was another one that was more turquoise, and I don't know, turquoise and blues, and I don't know if we have that one anymore.
It was a C something.
Yes, and either we don't have it or we didn't notice to bring it out for filming. So check online. We probably have pictures of everything, but stock. So it's really important when you're checking in our online shop. I have to use the system that links into our point of sale here. And one of the snafus with that is you can't just click on the picture online. I wish it was that intuitive and easy. If you click on the picture, it'll change the picture, but it won't change what's going to end up in your cart. You need to use the drop-down menu online. And when you use the drop-down menu, most of the pictures at this point, I can't remember what these guys are at. A lot of the pictures I have labeled with either the number or the name or both. And if you see a number or the name on the picture, go find it in the drop. If you're like, ooh, that color's pretty, go find it in the drop down menu, because then you will actually see what's available. And that is what will be added to your cart. We've had people before who've clicked on pictures and said add to cart, and then they get 6 of a color they didn't want. Pay attention to that. So this one is close to a tonal. It's much more of teals and blues than just the blues over there. This one, are you trying to check online to see? I was like, why is she on her phone? Oh, I know why, she's being helpful. Huh. This is 310 Fuji. This one is Fuji, and it's got the grays and the blues and a little bit of like aqua. So it's kind of fun.
On your pictures here, you have the color number.
It's I think it
And-
was an early addition to the online shop, so it's not as thoroughly updated as the other ones where I've got the name too.
The newest colors that we have, and we're out of the silver.
Oh, that's right. There was a silver.
You have the names, but the rest of them, it's just the numbers.
If I can upgrade the photos, like take the photos that are there and upgrade them with new captions, I will, but I cannot promise that because life has been insanely.
But the spinny wheel that you pick your choice has the name.
Has the name and the number. Yes. So all right, that was a crochet hook that went flying. We don't have to, we can find that later. Crochet hooks get
Surprise.
stuck in everything, you know. All right, this is Bonsai, and this has more of the aqua and green and light grays in it. It's very, very pretty. These are all, I mean, they're all variations on a theme in a way, and I think you can't go wrong with any of them. So
This one's my favorite. It's Dragon.
mhm.
It has grays and taupes and light taupes and pinks and reds and yellows.
Yes, that's got a lot of really fun colors in it. So let's see. If you like more of the neutrals, this one is Sensei, 317 Sensei, and it has grays and browns and a little bit of orange in it. So it's warm neutrals with a little bit of cool neutrals, and then that pop of orange is kind of fun. So
Red maple. It looks like fall. It is reds and oranges and yellows with grays, and it's one
the
of our
reds
most
are verging on pinks. Like a
Yeah.
lot of them, especially when you have wispy texture, it's going to lighten the colors up a little bit. So
but it's one of our more popular colors.
I think so. I can't remember what's popular or not at this point, but some of our purples here. This one, Sango, 327 Sango. This has dark and light grays. It's got a bright pop and coral in it, and it's got some purples in it. Very, very pretty.
Reflecting color 304. It is peach and light purple
We have so
or
many colors.
lavender.
This is great.
Blues going from like a bright light blue to almost a tealy blue.
It's kind of it makes me
And
think of sherbet.
There's and there's greens, and
We have a wide range of colors. I don't know how much we have of each color is one of the issues.
I
We
do
have
know we're out of
a lot
couple,
of, yeah,
or
we're
some we only had one of when I
Mhm.
pulled today.
and we'll get things in if we can, but we've got a lot of their color palette. We just may not have a bunch of them because they fly off the shelves. So this is like the one she was just showing, but it's more intense, especially in terms of the pinks and stuff. So it's like sherbet on steroids. And this is Kanji, 313 Kanji, and we've got greens and blues and pinks, and
There's orange.
there's a little purple, a little orange. There's like a whole rainbow in here. It is light, but also intense, I would say. It's pretty bright.
This is color 318. It's Emperor. It's gold and
I really like that one.
a gray blue and yellowy.
And there's some pops of purple in there,
and
pops of gold and purple, like
gold, yeah.
Emperor, like royal colors and
Yeah.
stuff. That's really pretty. This one is almost more of a tonal, but it's still hand paint. Okay. Kabuki. This has light pinks and light purples and whites and some more intense purple. It's purples and pinks and white. Kabuki. I really like that one too. I mean, I like all of these. I can't decide, Liz.
This one's Cherry Blossom, color
That one's
315.
pretty too.
It is green. It looks like a spring tree with pink flowers.
Yes.
And there's even little
Because
bits
you've
of
got
brown.
some brown and you've got the
All
green
the greens
and then also
and
the
the
pink.
pinks.
So,
It very cherry blossomy.
this is Kimono, and this one has pinks and kind of tealy aquas and a little bit of yellow greens, and it's just, I mean, this seems mermaidy to me.
Yes.
Like if I think of mermaid colors, Aquaman, that kind of stuff, this is what comes to mind. So
This one is color 309 Nagano. And wasn't the Olympics in Nagano? because it
At some
it
point.
looks some very Olympic colors in.
Yeah, I don't
there,
know if
kind
that's
of.
why, but
No,
yeah.
it it's blues
It's-
and light purples and golds.
It's like Emperor, but it's got a lot more of the white in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is Enchi, and it's like the bluer, purpler version of kimono. So there's more purple in this one, and there's more tealies in this one, and aquas in this one. So, but they are the same color family. I want to say there were 2 colors that Stephen B helped design for, and this is the only one we have right
That's
now.
the only
right?
one we
Yeah.
have right now.
I will get more of this stuff in if I can. But what we have this is a wonderful palette that we have right now. But this one is Stephen Bellius. I want to say the other one is Be Fabulous or something like that. The Bellius one though is black with pops of rainbow color, like
Bright.
neon rainbow
Bright.
color. And some, like this one, is mostly black, but other ones will not be mostly black. And it's so weird. Like this little puff right here goes from the pink to the black. So some of them, we've had people buy this one and be like, I thought there'd be more color. And some of them have a lot of color and some of them don't. And it's hard to predict. Every single one is different because they're hand painted. So,
And they're great. I know we've mentioned this. They're great for Wednesday Christmas presents. Great,
Mhm.
great.
quick Christmas presents, because we're entering that season where get her done, right?
Should
So-
have done that instead of 4 papillons.
I got nothing because
I
I
know.
think you really, really wanted to do those papillons.
really,
and
really,
I think
really
I
wanted
think
to,
you will be
but
happy. Are you
I-
using bamboo bloom in any of those papillons?
No,
Okay.
because I'm doing them all on a 9,
Mhm.
which is kind of tight for the bamboo bloom. But
I think in the end you'll be very happy with all the papillons, but I wouldn't do them again next year.
no, next year everybody gets money.
Next year they all get cowls.
No, they get money every other year. I'm doing.
Okay. That makes sense. All right. Good.
Our last notion.
So the a yarn and a notion right now per week is what we're at least we're shooting for. So
Yeah,
what's your
we
pick?
since we were doing quick Christmas presents, we decided to do a notion for the knitter in your world. I would say crocheter, but this is mostly knitting centric.
If you were gonna buy stitch markers for crocheter, I would stick to it to one variety that can open, or 2 varieties that
Yeah.
can open and close. But this is a variety pack.
Yes.
So
For the
it works
knitter in
better
your
for a
world who
knitter.
has everything, or you don't know what to get them.
Flight of stitch markers, because we could all use more stitch markers.
You get
Believe it or not, even if they say they don't, everyone could use more stitch markers because I'm already losing mine.
Yeah,
You know, from all my
everybody
packs.
does.
Everybody loses them. What do you get?
Why try one when you can have them all? The flight contains
She's reading the back of the package. We
am.
did not come up with that.
the flight contains 120 nylon coated steel markers in 5 different styles, 4 of each of 6 colors. So you get 24
of each.
of each style.
Yep.
We have a split ring for marking stitches,
Mhm.
triangle that goes up to a US 9, small, which goes up to a US 7, original, which goes up to a 13.
The small and the original, by the way, we're talking about circles.
Circles, yes, sorry. And the jumbo, which goes up to a 19.
Like those pictures here, if you can hold it a little closer, that's actual size.
Yes.
Cocoknits is very good at actual size, and they are all a pale rainbow
Yes.
array of colors. Like the little circle packages you can get, they're $10 and you get like 60 or whatever, depending on the size. Those are bright, most of those are bright rainbow of the original and the small and that kind of thing. But these are a paler rainbow color array. And they're all the same variety of colors in
Yes.
this pack. So the same colors you will find in every different style of stitch marker, but they will be identifiable as being from the flight of stitch markers rather than the original circle packs, because those are a different tone. So it's only one size of triangle, whereas our triangle packs that we sell now, like if you're just buying the triangles, come in 3 different sizes. But it's a really great way to sample what Cocoknits makes. And to give the most, again, we talk about Cocoknits a lot as being the best bang for your buck. And this is the best bang for your buck in terms of variety. If you want to give your knitter a little bit of everything in terms of stitch markers, this is a really great option. And did we mention the price?
We did not. We are retailing them for $25.95, 15% off this week.
15% off with the code product of the week in the online shop, or come in and say, I want to take advantage of the product of the week discount. There you go. So yeah, I just leave it there. It's fine. So this was another short VSC today because we got going late and we have things to do and we need to open the shop soon. So we're probably going to sign off now. We're in that mid zone where we're not feeling horrible. That was yesterday, and we're not totally back to normal. That'll hopefully be tomorrow. So tomorrow we will hopefully entertain you on our normal level of entertaininess. And if you have a question that relates to knitting and crochet that you would like us to expound upon, then if you want us to do that tomorrow, please email
Liz@sundragonartandfiber.com. We film at about 9 in the morning, sometime between 9 and 9:30 Eastern time. If you get your question in at 8:50, we'll read it.
We hopefully will.
yeah.
If you get it in later than that, it'll get bumped to next week, which is fine. So, and if no one gives us a question, then we get to talk about whatever the heck we want to talk about, and y'all have to deal. So, yeah. Anyway, I have nothing more than that other than schedule wise, we have the Dear Becky and Lizzy tomorrow. If you want to write us a letter instead of an email, I know that it won't be for this week, but that would still be lovely. You can write Dear Becky and Lizzy, Sun Dragon Art and Fiber, 35 South Broad Street, Brevard, North Carolina, 28712. Friday is going to be knit night. We had a lovely knit night last night. People put up with us just being like, because, you know. But
we should have just
still
put
had
up
a
a picture and put buffering.
Yeah,
like
right? Yeah. But so Friday will be another raucous, probably not raucous, but enjoyable knit night from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And our next Sunday afternoon on Facebook and Zoom is not until the 14th. So we still have a couple of weeks before that. But the shop is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 5. You can always shop online. And we'll be repeating all these lovely things next week. So, yes.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell, comment, all that fun stuff, and Patreon.
Patreon, yes. So we're up to what I think it's the same as yesterday, 622. We are growing in numbers. We love that. Subscribing is a wonderful way without spending any money that you can help us out and get our numbers higher and eventually earn a sale for all of you who watch. Every time we hit a new 100 members, we will have a sale. And my tips and tricks channel, I hit 1,000. We want to hit 1,000 over here too. So help us out with that. So, and remember, you like on Patreon, you can get your name. That is a monetary way to support us. It's not necessary, but if you do have a few extra dollars a month that you would like to chuck our way and help support the videos that we make, go over to patreon.com/sundragon, and then we will put your name in the credits. If you watch all the way to the end, you can see the other people who are currently supporting us, and thank you very much to our patrons. And help us come up with more content. The higher the level you subscribe to, the more perks you can get. We haven't made a behind the scenes video in a while, but hopefully we'll get the energy to do that soon. And then those are the higher levels of support though, who get to see that. So anyway, we will leave you all to your own devices. Go buy some bamboo bloom and we will see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, so sore still.
It's not a thing.
No.